So the Space Weather Prediction Center has issued a G3 watch for the 23rd, a G1 watch for the 24th, and a G2 watch for the 25th. This is going to create a lot of hype and probably misinformation, so let's talk about it. There have been a few different pieces to this that are leading up to this activity, including this large coronal hole that will be rotating into a better connected position with Earth later this week, and that is fueling a lot of this possibility for geomagnetic activity. There will be a lot of different forecasts floating around, including this one produced officially from the Space Weather Prediction Center that breaks out into 3-hour blocks the expected geomagnetic activity level, which a lot of people will then equate to when you will see the aurora. It is unfortunately never that simple in space weather. Things can easily shift to left or right. There can be a lot of changes in strength, arrival time, and this is why you need to follow along with space weather people either in the community on different platforms or find aurora chasing groups that will give you real-time updates. There's a lot of platforms out there or news sites that will just give you the forecast 12, 24, 48 hours in advance and be like, here's what they're expecting, here's where you're going to see the aurora, here's when to go look. But what if things shift left or right? Those forecasts are if everything goes perfectly as planned, which it rarely does. If everything arrives as expected, that is when we're expecting the activity. But maybe the solar storm arrives a little bit later than expected and pushes all those timelines to the right. Then you could be outside looking for aurora when the solar storm hasn't even arrived yet. So find people, find communities, whether it's on TikTok, X, Facebook. A lot of aurora chasing groups will do real-time updates when people are seeing it in the community. Sometimes they have people in those groups that are a little bit more familiar with space weather and can look at the real-time data for you, because that's what you need. We have the forecast, we know what we're expecting, but now it's a wait and see for when things arrive in the real-time data. So don't be tricked by the hype and misinformation that comes with that. Find good communities, follow along. Hopefully it will be a good next 72 hours for activity in aurora, but there is always the possibility for it to bust. So you're going to want to follow along.